I took over office, of course, I wanted to bring Malaysia forward. I believe that we need to set the country in a proper direction. I personally wanted a more fairer and equitable Malaysia, in terms of income level. I didn't want the disparity to be too large between the rich and the poor. I also wanted to reduce racial politics in this country. And I wanted every single race and every single person to feel that they are part of a bigger family, and therefore I came out with this campaign, if you like, or this concept. I would not say campaign, a concept of One Malaysia, which very few people understood, and as a result, I couldn't really implement and execute what I wanted because of the pressures from various sectors. Fundamentally, Malaysian politics has not changed. Unfortunately, it is race-based politics, and every single party will champion and take a certain stand to get its support from the people, and they tend to use the racial card. And unfortunately, it's ingrained in our Malaysian politics, so it's very hard to change. Very, very difficult to change in a short period of time. I tried my best, but it would require, maybe perhaps even more than one generation to change Malaysia in a very fundamental way. Today, you can see the visible signs of our national transformation plan, and it is there. People can see for themselves. But unfortunately, we were mired in a very divisive, as you said, very, very divisive and very unethical politics, especially when you promise the rakyat and the sun and the moon, and you never had any notion of fulfilling your promises. I think that's very immoral politics.
What would you say to critics who say, yes, the achievements of Najib Razak, no one can deny, 174 billion in Petronas, but then the successes had to pay for the failures? What would you say to critics who say that?
Well, in any government, there will be shortcomings. But if you look in terms of the big picture, our income level increased by double digit, especially for the B40 and even for the M40 group. We achieved the longest bull run for a long period. It was not spectacular, but it was a continuous increase that led us to achieve the highest level in terms of our KLSE index. So these are the solid achievement. It's not just the big numbers, but the rakyat, the people income level increased during this period. So I'm proud of my achievement, but of course they created a lot of noise and one or two shortcomings in my administration was exploited to the hilt.
Yet I cannot conduct this interview without talking about that one thing, which is 1MDB. We take you at your word that you were not aware of the extent of mismanagement going on in 1MDB. But when you discovered it, would not resignation have been the honourable thing to do at that time? And since you did not, did you feel that we could actually rectify the situation, and how?
Yes. We talk about that. Who was the Prime Minister overseeing the foreign exchange loss? 33 billion loss. Did he resign? No, there is no practice. But I would have resigned if I couldn't do anything. And I wanted to resolve the problem, you see. This is it. I needed to be in office to resolve the problem. So of course, that insane disclosure of my conversation with the Crown Prince of UAE, which has never been done anywhere in the world. Conversation between two leaders can never be disclosed. And it's disclosed by one of our agencies. It's a totally irresponsible action. So these are the things that I want to say that I did it because I don't want to undermine our international relations. I wanted to resolve it in a way that would keep our international relations on a strong footing, but at the same time find solution to the one MDB problem, and we did it. You know, I believe the duty of a Deputy Prime Minister is to be supportive of the Prime Minister. Even during difficult times or when you have a complex issues to handle, you turn to your deputy for support. You see. Unfortunately, he conspired with Dr. Mahathir, and I had no choice. You got to have a deputy that you can rely on. But later on, I thought that after Dr. Mahathir, he deserves to be given a chance because being an older person, let's see how he performs as Prime Minister. No, it's not self-interest, but a lot of people felt that they needed a change, the country needed a change, and being a party man, I'm loyal to the party, and that was a party decision.
Do you trust Anwar Ibrahim?
Well, we all have to look at possibilities and options in this country. And I want somebody who thinks for the nation. I don't look at individuals. I want to see what's your agenda for the nation, and whether we could work together with anyone for the sake of the country. Because it's everything is about the country and the people, and that we must put first ahead of everything else. A realization that they have made a mistake in their judgment towards me and my administration. There's a sense that, oh my God, we've thrown out a good guy. Not being in office allows me to be the real Najib Razak, And the real Najib Razak, they never saw. They saw Najib Razak, the Prime Minister. They didn't see Najib Razak as a person. And I can behave like an individual, the real Najib Razak. I mean, I feel comfortable in a very simple setting. I mean, if I have nasi lemak, eating nasi lemak in a small stall, I'm very happy there, So that's why this Bossku thing became such a big thing, if you like. It's not something that can be contrived. It came from the people. It's organic, and it somehow fits in with the real Najib Razak as a person that they are now seeing, not the Najib Razak, the Prime Minister.